We are the Carr family, and this is Corey and my son Cooper and Colton, and I'm Chris, and we've been coming to Northstar for since about 2008, and we did a lot of church shopping when we were first married, which was very interesting, and for whatever reason we kept coming back to Northstar, and it was, I think the reasons, we really didn't ever say why, we just knew that it fit because it was genuine, there was a lot of passion there, it was real. The congregation was a core group of people that was just very friendly, and it seemed like the pursuit of obedience through Jesus Christ. And it's not something that was ever, we ever talked about, we just kept coming back, and we kept coming back.
It was real. I mean, we felt like, honestly, like the first time that we came to Northstar, we felt like we belonged. When we walked into Northstar, we couldn't believe it. Like, you just looked around and everyone was smiling, everyone was genuinely excited you were there, and that when we came, people noticed, and when we weren't there, people noticed, and it felt like a family.
And when we came back, we felt like we were missed.
Yeah, and we got to start being involved like almost immediately. Like, what can we do to help? Or someone would give us a task, and we might have been ill-fitted for some of them. And then once the Noble family came, and we just took on a different leadership, and it just kept growing, and it's still growing. Yeah. And it was wonderful. I mean,
and that core group is still noticeable. And still passionate, and still, brings us to where we find peace and where we love to worship, and that's why we're there. And
it's an awesome feeling. And I mean, going through having a son who we want to raise up to love the Lord, and now having another newborn son that we want to know Jesus. So we just feel like this is the place to do it. The children's ministry is wonderful, and I mean, just the overwhelming outpouring of love, even through the birth of Cooper. I mean, the prayers were felt, the meals came immediately. It's like a sense of belonging. And we prayed and prayed and prayed for a place where we just felt like we belonged. And of course we belong in Jesus, whether it's Northstar or not, but this is a place that's definitely holding us accountable and helping us to grow. We both were baptized at Northstar on the same day, and I laugh because I tell Chris that was like the happiest day of my life. And when we left the baptism, Chris said, "Great, now I don't have to do anything else." Just like teasing if that was the happiest day of my life, but it wasn't because of something Chris did. But it was just so awesome to find a church and a place where we could do that and wanted to take that step of faith and obedience, and that we had the Northstar family to be there to support us.
And despite Jeff coming and everything going to Arkansas, we showed up, we loved